Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and well, Mario Maker has just had an update, and it's brought in 3 brand new elements, 3 brand new items if you like, and we're going to have a look at them today. So first of all, we're just going to have a quick look at what they are, and we're going to look at how you can use them, but we're going to look at that later on. Right away, I'm just going to show you how you get them. So basically, the first item is the bumper. Now, in order to get this, you need to take a grinder, shake it about a bit. Easily done. There you have a bumper. It's as simple as that, and again with the P door, which is what I was going to say. With the P door, what you need to do is you need to get a door and just shake it around. There you got P door. Now the P door is basically the same as a door, but it can only be activated once a P switch has indeed been activated at the same time. So that's pretty handy. It allows a lot of flexibility and different ideas for different puzzles. And lastly, we have a clown car, but not as we know it. It is indeed the Fire Clown Car. Now, these all function as you might expect them to, but to give you a better idea of how indeed they do function, I've created a little level for you. I've created a little level for you to show things off and basically just showcase them all and certain little details that other people seem to have missed. So let's have a look at that. Righty dokie, here we go. This is just called Update Showcase, and you know, just because, well, it's an update showcase. So we're going to start off with the bumper. We're going to go in chronological order. Now, one of the first things I want to show you is, as you can see there, enemies are not affected by the bumpers, they just pass straight through them, which is something that I thought was really interesting. I was just going to have a little visual thing showing off the enemies bouncing all along the bumpers, and it just didn't happen, so that's worth knowing. And so you just bounce around on them, as you might expect, and you can even do little gaps and things like that. They're a pretty basic item, to be honest, kind of like a trampoline that functions. Big trampolines, basically, so pretty simple item. The others are a little bit more complicated, so we're going to move on to the next one, which is the P-switch doors. Now, as you see, I've just done a little checkpoint there, just in case I make a fool of myself and I die, which hopefully won't happen, but you never know. So, now, as you can see, if I go back here and actually tell you what I was going to tell you, you can see that that is definitely a P-switch door up there, the little outline. That means there is a P-switch door there, so I've clearly got to go through one in order to get there. But there's only a P-switch here, so I've got to carry this all the way over here, a few little coins for a little bit of flourish, because I like to put a little bit of effort into all my levels. And there we go. Here is the P-switch door. Suddenly it appears. You go through, and wowzers trousers, we are through to the next area. It's as simple as that. Now, for the last piece of this video, we are going to show you the final piece, which happens to be the Fire Clown Car. Now, this thing functions very much like a normal clown car, but say you've got an enormous horde of enemies there, you just press the run button, and you fire yourself a fireball, just as though you had a fire flower yourself. Look at that, you just tear through the enemies, nice and easy. But what about if you come up to one of these walls here? Well, something that not a lot of people know, I think, or at least maybe they do. I don't know, I'm just going off what I've heard. If you hold the button down, you can charge up, and you can actually break down walls. This will work on those standard walls, it will work on those blocks, and it will indeed work on ice, so that's worth knowing. Whoa, and if we can avoid Bowser's fire here. But what happens if you need a little bit more firepower? Well, you just pick yourself up a fire flower, and then you tap it and you fire 3 shots all at once. Even enemies can use these, and they will indeed fire shots as well, as you can see there. I don't think they use the charged up shots, I've not seen that, so we can assume that they don't. But obviously Bowser's here, and yes indeed, the additional firepower even translates over to the stronger variant, which makes Bowser considerably easier to defeat, although I'm not going to defeat him because time is of the essence. And so we're just going to hop through here, forget about Bowser, and there you have it. Really nice update. I must admit, I thought that the biggest update, the biggest part of it, as it were, would be the P-switch doors, and indeed I think in the long run they are going to be. But I think the most substantial part probably is that Fire Clown Car, Koopa Clown Car, the flying fire thing, you knew what I meant. But anyway, that is the latest update to Super Mario Maker. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you take that subscribe button on a fiery flying cart ride, and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.